A big part of Luxembourg's success story has been about service providers which have based themselves here to build infrastructure and to work with fund managers who need to distribute their products across Europe and beyond. Carne Group is an excellent example of one of these global providers who has established a growing Luxembourg operation. We're here to speak to their CEO in Luxembourg, Steve Bernat, about trends in the funds management industry. You've nearly 50 staff here in Luxembourg. Why do your clients, the fund managers, choose to use Luxembourg as a funds hub rather than competing centres?
Well, I think there's a number of reasons for it, of course. I think Luxembourg has built up this fund industry over the last 3 decades, really. So in the meantime, if you look at the ecosystem that we have in Luxembourg, it's become very sophisticated. And I think that's probably what the managers like when they come to Luxembourg. Also, when they go out to their investors or distributors, they don't really need to explain anymore why they've chosen Luxembourg as their hub or as their fund domicile, because it is the largest in Europe. So no questions are being asked. And then if you look at the proximity of Luxembourg to some of those key distribution markets, that's probably an element that does play a role as well.
But if we look at the traditional clients, they were probably investing in bonds and equities under the UCITS legislation. Would you say that the newer clients are more interested in the illiquid assets?
If I look at where the most recent growth comes from, in the past 18, 24 months, well, I'd probably say that 90% of that growth is coming from the alternative investment fund sector, and especially probably in the illiquid space, so private equity, real estate. There's a lot of new managers who haven't been in this space yet, who come to Luxembourg for the very first time. It's managers who have been very successful in their home market. I'd say that in the past we may have provided a fixed set of services. Today it's more the solution. It's more about how can we add value to your business, and as a logical consequence, of course, you are developing or designing new solutions, new operating models, and that's probably where technology comes in.
So how do you see that situation developing in the future, Steve? If we can do a little bit of crystal ball gazing. You've worked in the industry in Luxembourg for more than 20 years. Do you see a particular direction which Luxembourg and firms such as yourself will be moving in?
This industry has been built over 3 decades, so there's a lot of expertise here in Luxembourg that you might not find elsewhere. So leverage that expertise, that coupled with the technology, that makes it a pretty attractive proposition, because again, the expertise and the technology, you can again offer new services, you can offer new solutions that weren't there before. And ultimately, what do we want to do? For the managers who come to Luxembourg, we want to make sure that it's easy for them. We want to help them, we want to assist to set up in a smooth manner.
But that expertise and those people that you're talking about, they come at a price. I
think it's a major challenge for us as an industry, as a whole, because we obviously all looking for the same profiles, and there's only a limited amount of talent here. These are obviously things that we're speaking to the government too as well. If you look at the campaign that has just recently been launched by Luxembourg for Finance to attract people from other centres, be it London or other centres, to come and move to Luxembourg. It's not as boring as some people might think. I'm born in Luxembourg. I'm probably one of the few Luxembourgers in this industry, and I can reassure you there's something going on in Luxembourg too.